Hey, Stampers, Diane Divish here with DDStamps.com, and I want to welcome you tonight. Of course, I'm now missing my comments. Remember this happened last week too? Although both my cameras are working, so I can't have it all. Let me find out where they are. How I can get them. Ah, there they are. Hi, Diana. Oh yeah, you guys are really, I was watching the news tonight. North Carolina's getting nailed. Hey, Joan from Minnesota. Yay. Thanks for coming. All right. So, tonight is Thursday, August 8th. Hard to believe. It kind of cracks me up because we went, hey, Mary Ellen, we went from, last week I was 90 degrees dying in here under these lights. And today, it's like 59 degrees outside. So we've had the last couple days of kind of cloudy, cold, hey, Karen, weather, which honestly, after having 90-degree days, I'm okay with this. Summer will come back. There's just no doubt about that. So, couple of things. Oh, I gotta tell you this. So I had a plan tonight to share some of the stuff from the new upcoming holiday mini catalog. My order was supposed to be here today. I was all excited all afternoon, waiting for it, anxiously waiting for it, cleaning my stamp room, getting ready for new stuff. And the kids came by to pick up their dogs after work. And I said something to them about the UPS truck, and they said, well, he's over at the Mexican restaurant. So right out my back door, there's a Mexican restaurant, like right across the street. And the truck was there. Hey, Linda, how are you? Hey, Bev. Oh, good. I'm glad you caught me live. Anyway, so the Mexican restaurant's right across the street, and I said, and they were like, go over there and get it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to bother him while he's eating. I'll just wait because he'll be over here. As soon as he's done there, he's coming here. As soon as he was done there, I got an email that said my delivery is rescheduled for tomorrow. So, 6 o'clock tonight, I came in here and frantically put some stuff together to show you, which I'm kind of happy. I'm going to show lots of fast and easy cards. Well, not lots. I'm going to show some cards with fast and easy cards with designer series paper because, there's a designer series paper sale. So that's a good thing too. I hope everybody's doing well. It's so hard to believe it's August. I mean, we're already a week into this. This is crazy. Before you know it, you know what's going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to switch my camera over. So don't forget that every comment that you put up adds to my little pot of winners. And after I'm done tonight, and I wait till I'm done and I've signed off because then I can catch all the comments that were made. And then I do a number generator. I count up the comments. I pick a number 1 through however many comments there are. Whatever number comes up, I count the comments, and that person gets a prize. And so tonight I've got a packet of supplies for my tutorial that I did in July. So for those of you who order from me, if you when you place your order, I get an email, and then I send out a thank you with a link to a tutorial for the month, which is usually 6 cards. I'll show them tonight for this month. And then if your order's over $50, you get a packet of supplies from me. Cardstock, designer series paper, ribbon, and any embellishments that I use, so that you can reproduce those cards. I sent those out today for July, which is pretty good timing, because it usually takes me about 2 weeks. I was trying to get everything caught up so I could spend some time playing with my new toys, which I will do this weekend. So those went out today. The paper share, if you signed up for my paper share, for the discounted paper share for the catalog, those supplies were in that box. Tomorrow I will send them out on Monday. Probably won't get them all together to get them out by Saturday, but I'll definitely get them out by Monday. All right. Diana, I kept reminding myself to look at the clock so I wouldn't miss your live. Yay, I'm glad you made it. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Terry. cool. All right, so paper share went out, tutorial packets went out, thank you packets went out. In color club, if you're in my in color club, they went out yesterday. So that was the 4th month. You all have one more month left of in color club, and then you have all the in colors and all the fun stuff. There were some back ordered blends this time around, but I will make sure you get them next time. So that's great. Hey Dot, welcome. All right, so let's start. I'm going to switch my camera over. We'll start with the cards that I got in the mail. All right, so I got a couple things to share here. So this card here came from my upline. It's not my birthday. She just sends a card out to everybody. Hey, Jenny. To everybody that, well, like her top 30 in her group. So she sent me this card, which is really cute. This is a little rainbow stamp. It's adorable. So just a fun idea. My kid's dog got a hold of that one and untied the bow. So I tried my best to tie it back. This one came from Leanne up in Billings, and this too had a nice cute bow on it, which my kid's puppy got a hold of and ate. But I did save the card. Love this card. This is some of the designer series paper that's on sale. I love it, and I love how she just cut this. This is like 5 1/4 by, I'm guessing, like 3, maybe 3 1/4, and then a 1-inch strip that just goes along. So this is 3, yeah, 5 1/4 by 3, and then this is 1 by 5 1/4. And then she just added just a tiny little strip of cardstock, which kind of looks like a ribbon, but fun way to use designer series paper. Oh, this one is adorable. Diane, I'm glad you're here. This card I just thought was so stinking cute, and even my daughter-in-law thought it was cute. So that's cool. It is, look at that. I might have to play with it. I just got the cow set. I know I'm kind of late to the party on that. What's it called here? Anyway. Oh, it's a Cutest Cows. I got this one. This was one of those stamp sets that I didn't think I needed. But how cute is it going to be with its head sticking out of that? Anyway. This is another one I was going to play with tonight, and then decided on something else, but that's all right. Anyway, thank you, Diana. I love that card. It's going to inspire me to show next week. And then this one, too, is from Leanne. See, it's always good when Leanne places an order, because I get a card from her with a check in it. But I love how she inked up her dies. And then this background, so I think, I always have to check it out, but it's the same. It's just die cuts that she attached to the back of the card with a couple strips of cardstock. Cute card. Love it. All right, and then I want to show you this, because this is something I made a couple weeks ago. Oh, I'm glad you had fun making. I love it. I can't wait to play with that cow set with that. All right, so this was a problem I was having on my desk. I was always losing my adhesives, my tools. They weren't where I needed them. They weren't where. So anyway, I went on YouTube and I found a tutorial to make, and it's just made out of cardstock and designer series paper. And I put it all together. It's great because mini glue dots, sticky strip, dimensionals, my seal plus, my multi-purpose glue, which I love having it so that it sits like that. My scissor and my bone folder all fit in there. And so anyway, I just wanted to quick show that because I was pretty proud of myself for making it. And now I have a place where I always know they are if I actually put them away. The card, Bev, the card is a donkey. The card that Diana made is a donkey. I believe it was a celebration set from a few years ago. But that cow's going to look cute in there. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight after I get done. All right, so let me show a couple of cards. I got a whole stack here. Oh, I think I showed these last month or last week. So these were the tree sets from last week. I didn't make any more trees cards because I actually went up to the campground up here. A couple of stamping friends of mine who I've known for 25 years came up to the campgrounds from Billings, which is about 60 miles away. So the campground's right up the canyon. I went up and stamped with them for the day, and we used the trees that. Yeah, Joan, that is the trick, getting it back where it belongs. Anyway, we used those trees because I took up a project for them to do, 2 projects, and I forgot the masks. So I just let them use my trees to make their cards. But this is one of the cards that they made, and it uses the Lily Pond dies, a different stamp set from another company, but I loved how she used the dies and made all those layers. Lots of work in that card. I love that one. All right, and then another card that we made. This is cute, and I think this would be really super simple. This is a card that looks like a dresser, and it just uses designer series paper and our little baby set. And I think this is an old punch that she just punched out. Oh, this has a little number 1 in it. But it's just designer series paper, like 1x3. Yeah, well, maybe 2.5. Anyway, cute cards. All right. All right, so let me move those out of the way. The tutorial for this month uses the stamp set and the suite, which is new in the upcoming holiday catalog, Winterly Treetops. Now, those of you who are customers of mine, you will be getting a catalog within the next week or two in the mail, so watch for that. If I had a copy of it, I would show it to you, the cover to you, because that's all I can show, but that too is in the UPS box. And then the dies that coordinate with that. And these dies are kind of fun. One of the things I noticed in the Holiday Mini is they have lots of new dies that are bigger, like these big frames, which I like. So you'll get to see a lot of that stuff because I'll do it over the next few months. So here is one of the cards using that big frame die twice. I did it once in garden green and once in white. And then, so these are the cards that come in the tutorial. And then the packet of supplies that you get at the beginning of September will have the paper, the embellishments, the colored linen thread, and the cardstock to go with it. So that's that. And then I'm doing, this month, I'm doing an online class called Stamp With Me, I believe. And I'm teaching some techniques. And we're using the Layers of Beauty stamp set. These are the cards that we're making. I love this one. Pretty fancy. All this information's on my website. So that's a class you got to sign up for because it's going to be on Zoom. And that way we can communicate with each other, which I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be fun. All right. Oh, here's one more thing. Do not forget to redeem your coupons that you earned last month. So if you placed an order last month for Stampin' Up, you got a coupon for $5 if your order was over 50. Joan, you got your catalog. I'm so excited for you. Anyway, if your order was over $50, you got a $5 coupon to use this month in August, and so do not forget to use it. Look in your email. If you check back in your email, you'll be able to find that email from Stampin' Up, and if you can't find it, you could get a hold of Stampin' Up, and they will figure it out for you. All right, so this one, we are using this paper, which is called, sorry, got it here, Take to the Sky. So this is the airplane paper. As you can see, I've used lots of it. These are some of my scraps that I have left. I just keep them in the plastic. And I will tell you after this, after tonight, probably by tonight, maybe tomorrow, I will have posted up a PDF with the measurements of everything I'm doing so that you can go ahead and use it for yourself. All right, so we have vanilla, all these pieces of designer series paper that come from the same kit we're going to use, a piece of Night and Navy, and a piece of Mossy Meadow. So the Mossy Meadow is 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4, and then it's scored again at 2 1/8. And so you get a fold like that. I'm sure you've all seen that fold. And then you have another piece of a Night of Navy that is 6.5 by 4.25. Score that. 3.25. Yeah, 3.25. So just a little tiny card. All right, so I'm going to get my adhesive. Here, I started looking all over and it's right in front of me. See, that's what happens. All right, so this piece here, this rusty piece, is going to go on your base. It's just going to go on here. So I only want to make sure that there's adhesive on this side of the designer series paper, because this is going to be left open. Okay, so I will put some adhesive on there. And then add this onto that card base so that I get an even border around the edge. Then I'm going to take this piece. This is a cool piece of paper. So it's kind of a map on one side and then this linen looking grid thing on the other. I'm going to use the map. So we'll do this. And this is going to go right to the inside of my paper. So you can see how this starts to come together and you get, gets kind of fancy on you. Okay, so then this piece is actually going to get put on like this, right? So that you open it this way and this way. Okay, so this piece here, this is just a piece of Very Vanilla. And like I said, I'm not going to give you the measurements because you can visit. Give me a little bit of time when I'm done here tonight. But for sure by tomorrow morning, you will have a PDF with pictures and everything and instructions. All right, so there's that. Now this piece, I put adhesive on the back. I want to make sure that this gets in the middle. So I end up with a nice border around it. And then this piece of these clouds are going to go right on this piece. So I know that you can tell that this is totally a designer series paper card, but kind of a fancy fold too. Now these little tags, these come in the paper. Let me grab some here. So the actual designer series paper has these tags already pre-printed, so you just need to cut them apart and use them. So this makes it super easy. So I'm just going to trim my edges off. And then I'm going to punch a hole where it looks like there's a fake hole. And then I'm going to take some linen thread. Take some linen thread and I'm going to thread it through that hole and come up with a loop and put this through there. And cut this off. So last night I was watching videos. I like to watch videos of other demonstrators, see what they're doing, because I know that there are other demonstrators watching me. It's nice that we are all willing to share. I'm going to add this onto there. So look at all that designer series paper. Crazy. All right, so I'm going to use some dimensionals for that. Anyway, there was a demonstrator on there that tied her bows using her fingers. So she wraps the... Anyway, I'm going to practice and then I'm going to teach you guys how to do it because it was pretty cool. And her bows were absolutely beautiful. She was using the new holiday Christmas ribbon, which is on the UPS truck. I'll quit whining. And anyway, so I'll practice hopefully over this weekend and then hopefully next Thursday I'll be able to show you. So anyway, really simple card, but looks good. I'm going to come in with some Night of Navy ink, and I'm going to use the Adventurous Skies stamp set. I'm going to use this stamp as soon as I find my block. Here we go. Make sure I got it right side up. I'm going to use Night of Navy. Stamp that on there. And that's a little crooked, but that's all right. Sometimes if you do them really crooked, then people think you meant it. Anyway, super easy card using that designer series paper. We all have gobs of it. Use it, cut it, start cutting it. These are some great measurements because these are like this one's 3x4 and this is a tag you just cut out, and these are 4 inches. So you really are using cardstock. I think this one's 3. Yeah. So you're using measurements that you're not going to waste a lot of paper. Anyway, I love this card. And I love how it looks. So I'm going to set that over there because I want you guys to still see it. Because the next card that I'm coming in, we're going to do the same thing with, only with different paper. We're going to use this paper. So we're still using Night of Navy. So this paper here is called Countryside Inn. And this is one of the designer series papers that's on sale. And I know that people are not happy with the setup of the catalog and the designer series papers, and you can't see what you can't see. So number one, I already had PDFs on my website, I believe, of the paper with the colors that coordinate with it. But there's even another one up there with the sale that's going on. And you can actually print these off, and then you can see all the papers that are available in the designer series papers in the main catalog. This Countryside Inn paper is one of those that carried over from the last catalog. I know, I love this paper too, Joan, and I didn't use it much when it, before. So we're basically going to do the same thing. So I'm using a piece of Balmy Blue, and I can already tell I scored it wrong. I cut this wrong or scored it wrong. Let me grab another piece. Oh, I tell ya. Not only did I get it all scored, then I put everything away, which I want to make sure that this is 8.5. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to score this. All right, so I have a piece that's 8.5 by 5.5. I'm going to score it. Make sure you push your cutting blade out of the way. I'm going to score it at 4 1/4, and then 2 1/8. And so 2 1/8 is 2, and then 2 of the little lines. Score it. Hopefully this will look better. Oh yeah. If you wanted to make it easier without measurements, just fold your cardstock in half and then fold this one back to match up in half again. So there's that. All right. Tape. So we're going to add this piece. This is some cool paper. Look at that. Too bad I'm not using. I'm covering it up. That's okay too. One of the things I like about this particular project is you get this. Oh, shoot. Don't do what I did. Everybody know what I did there? We are going to get rid of. So I was only supposed to adhesive one side of this cardstock, or this designer series paper. Sometimes your finger works just as well. Push. So I'm just pushing the adhesive back over to the other side of the cardstock, and then adding this. Oh, look at this. This is so cute. Look at that paper. Look at that little fox. He's so cute. All right. All right. And then I have my navy piece, which I'm going to adhere to the inside of here. So again, lining it up. And then this piece of white is going to go on the inside. So I have a nice border. that what I wanted? No. Oh, good gosh. Well, it would be fine. But I want it over here. I'm making all the mistakes. All right. And then this one, I'm going to come back to the comments here in a minute, just so I can see what's going on. And I'm going to add this one here. So all these papers came from this. Look at how cute that is. Now look at the difference. The same, exact same thing, different paper. All right, and then I just took a strip of the designer series paper. It is 2x4, which is the same as the tags. And if I want to cut this into a tag, which I do, I'm just going to go at an angle and cut it. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it over on this side if I want my angles to be the same. If you don't care, you don't care. But, oh, it moved on me. I actually could tape that down. That's what I'm going to do. If you don't want it to move, just add a little adhesive. Tape that to your corner. And then trim it off. And then your tag is the same on both sides. You know, sometimes it's not easy to cut an angle. Yeah, oh yeah, Diana, I am so into oops. All right, so I'm going to use some of this ribbon. So this ribbon is in the big catalog, and it actually comes as a dual. So you get white and you get the petal pink. And I'm going to use them both tonight. Again, I'm going to put this ribbon through that hole. And if I needed to, I could make my hole a little bigger. Oh, I'm going to be okay. And then run those two tails through the hoop. And then pull her tight without ripping the paper. So you do want to be a little bit gentle, especially when you're using ribbon that's thick like this. Because if you yank on it, you're going to end up with torn paper. So then I have this little bookmark, and I'm going to put that on there with dimensionals. And put that right on there. So I still have the same. I'm going to grab a punch here. Oh, I want a smaller punch. Oh well. We'll use this one. All right, so then I'm going to open this up. I'm going to use Adventurous Skies. Because I want you to use, not get stuck in ruts and use the same stamp sets for, I've always used these for man cards. So I'm going to stamp a little happy birthday. I love that font. Don't you love that font? It's so cool. And I'm going to use this stamp set for this stamp. Let me grab a piece of white. I need a little scrap of white. Sorry. All right, a little scrap of white. And I'll use the You Always Lift Me Up in the circle punch. And a couple of dimensionals. And I've turned this Adventurous Skies into a birthday card. Cute. So those are really simple, but kind of, your people will be like, oh, that's really cool. So there you go, using up some designer series papers. Oh, I'm going to use that again. All right, let me straighten up here. I'm going to come over to coming back online. Yay. All right. I'm going to go back. Jan, it is very nice to have everything organized. I'm getting there. I'm really good, though, at making huge messes. But I've now come to stamp on a desk back here. There, you can see it. So I've really consolidated my mess. I hope. All right. Hi, Paula from Arizona. Yeah, I lose everything, Diana, and that's why I decided I was going to make that little kit thing to hold all my stuff, and it just sits on my desk there, and then I always know where it is, and if it's not, then if I haven't put it back, it's somewhere close and I can put it in there. Yeah, I love the little dresser cards. Those are cute. Joan got her catalog, and I'm really sad. No, I'm not. I'm happy for you, Joan. All right. Yeah, so this card, Terry says, is great for using up scraps. We always have pieces of designer series paper, cardstock, and this is a good one to use up some of those scraps with. The PDF will be on my website, www.DDStamps.com. You'll be able to find it. It's under tips, tricks, and techniques. It'll have this video. It'll have pictures of my projects, and then the PDFs will be up there with the supplies that I used so that you'll know what you need. All right, Joan says, I saw another demonstrator put an S on the scoring blade. You know, mine used to have an S on it. Maybe that was the older one. But I've cut so much cardstock when I meant to score that I've kind of learned my lesson. Oh, Jenny, you made it, yay. Yeah, Linda, I think we are all masters of making mistakes, but I always looked at mistakes as creative adjustments. That's what I call them because I make a lot of them. All right, so our next card, I do have one more card using designer series paper. And then I'm almost done. But this was kind of this is a fun card. I better make myself a little bit of room here. But I will post these cards up. All right, so this time I'm using Petal Pink and Basic Gray. So I'm not going to use the Night of Navy this time. I'm going to use the Country Birdhouse set. Oh, here I forgot to flip my camera. So I'm going to use Basic Gray, Petal Pink. This is a piece I need. And then the Country Birdhouse stamp set. And I'm using the Country Lace Designer Series paper. So this is just one sheet of that paper. And oh, I don't know what I did with it. Here it is. So the Country Lace, here's some of it. So it's, you know, it's got different lacy looks. And then the back looks like lots of denim and whatever that material is called. I'm just using one of the pieces. And it's 4 by 10.5. And again, this project will be up on my website so that you will be able to copy it. All right, so we're going to fold this in half. Like that. And then we're going to fold down a flap. And you can score this if you want to. I gotta get that just dimensional. You could score this if you want to, but you know what? I'm good with just about an inch. But it could be any length. So I'm sure that you see that we're making a little pocket card. I love pocket cards. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive. Got some off there. On there like that. So there's the start of my pocket. And then on this piece, I'm going to take some of this Petal Pink ribbon and 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know I've taught you guys the rule about ribbon. So if you're going to tie a knot, you do 3 lengths. 1, 2, 3. If you're going to tie a bow, you're going to do 4 lengths. And then you can cut it off there, and then you won't have too much waste. And this ribbon actually has angles on it. Can you see that? Ooh, those scissors need to be sharpened. It has an angle on it already, so I just cut that And then I'm going to take my ribbon and tie a bow right around my pocket. And you notice I didn't put adhesive all the way up the sides. I could have, it would have been fine. But I knew that I was going to be tying this pocket up at the top, and that ribbon's going to hold in whatever we put inside that pocket. So there, that's how I tie my ribbons when I'm going around that way. Oh, here my dog's going to start barking now. She thinks I'm talking to somebody, which I am. In reality, I am. All right, so adhesive on the back. I'm going to run out of adhesive, I bet. I always put adhesive on both sides of my ribbons so that I know that they're not going to slide around. And we're going to attach this onto here. And this piece that I'm attaching this onto is 5.5 by 4.25, so it's card size. So this will actually fit inside of an envelope. And then you've got the cute pocket. All right, and so then I have this other piece of petal pink and a piece of basic white. I'm going to stamp that on there. And then I'm going to take the flower that's in here. Yeah. Those dogs, they can get into stuff, huh? Anytime. She's like worse than the kids were. When the kids were little and I was on the phone, it would be crazy. And now when I'm on the computer, she's crazy. Even if I'm on the phone, she's crazy. All right, so I'm going to use this little flower from the stamp set, and I'm just going to kind of turn it, twist it, and hopefully get somewhat of a straight line across the top of my cardstock here. That's that. It's 5 little flowers. And happy birthday. I guess I'm into birthday cards today. All right, so I'm using this block here, and I have it at an angle because the stamp was longer than the block was, and I didn't really want to go pull out another block. So I just put it at an angle sometimes. Ink it up with the basic gray and stamp it on a straight line and tuck it into my pocket. And if you really wanted to, you could attach, a gift card to there, tuck that inside there with it, but it all fits in an envelope. So very quick and easy card, but it's a great use of your designer series paper, and that way people get to see both sides. And I know everybody that's watching has designer series paper. So start making some gift card holders or birthday cards. It could just be a birthday card. It doesn't even have to be a gift card holder. So those are my projects for tonight. Let me grab the other two. I suppose I could have done another pocket card totally different, but you get the idea. I just wanted you to know. Oh, good, Bev, you use them all the time. That's great. Yeah, I just wanted people to use different PDFs, different things that I put up on my website. I have lots of PDFs out there. And just change up your papers, change up your stamp set, and you get a totally different look of your project. I do. I love these cards. I'm pretty happy with myself, seeing as I didn't even get started till 6. All right. So anybody have any questions? Now's a great time to ask, because if you have like a technical question on a tool or a technique, I can actually pull stuff right here and do it if I have it. So now's a great time to ask. I'm going to give you a few minutes. Don't forget about, I have to do the drawings for tonight. Summer fun drawing. Okay, I'm going to kind of watch. You're welcome, Diana. I'm glad you made it. And thank you for sending me that card. I can't wait to case it, to copy and share everything. Bev made pocket cards for her daughter's bridal shower. Perfect. Yeah, those are great. All right. That's cleaned up. I'm going to go back to my tabletop. pull out this. So Summer Stampin' Fun is still going on to the end of August. So if you place an order with me, you earn a ticket for every $20 that you in orders that you place. So $20 in product, $40 in product. You get one ticket for 20, two for 40. Oh, good. I'm glad you feel inspired. And if you send me a card, you earn a ticket, and it's inside the bucket. And so I will shake her up, dig deep. The winner will get a packet. Lorraine Randall will get a packet. I might have just sent you one today, Lorraine. If I sent you a packet today, I'll send you a different packet because I have a couple of them here. So I might have sent one off to the mail to you. So if I did today, I can check and I will send a different one. All right. If nobody else has any questions, I'm glad you feel inspired, Karen. Thank you for the comment on the great cards. Anyway, thanks for showing up tonight. I will see you again next Thursday. And next Thursday, I will be sharing some of the new stuff from the holiday mini catalog coming up. Oh, one of the things that I did order yesterday was Stampin' Up! Has a new kit out of a haunted house. So it's a structure that will actually stand up. I saw somebody walk back there. And it's lights. You can put lights in it and it lights up. But I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that this weekend or not. So we will see. If nobody has any more questions, I'm going to say good night. Thank you for coming. Have a great night and take care. And we will speak with you soon. Bye-bye.